This is probably one of the darkest stories that come up out of the room 7418. You ever meet someone and just think like, yeah, you was definitely in the wrong line of work. Stacy was a NICU nurse and she had this darkness in her. She lost her job after allegedly harming babies that weren't the same skin color as her. Not long after the investigation, karma caught up with her and she was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I heard her story the night I met her in room 7418. It is time, do, for some moral justice, do. When I walked into the room, she looked fragile, almost helpless. And for a moment, I felt bad. Like this young woman was just wasting away in the hospital bed. And then I remembered what I heard in the report and what she had done. Disgusting. I started my head to toe assessment, and when I leaned in to listen to her lungs, I heard that deep rattle. The kind you hear when someone is very close to the end. I finished up and I stepped out of the room, and that's when I heard it, a faint infant cry. And shout out to Crystal G for fueling this story time as she bought me a coffee. Thanks, boo. My blood ran cold. There were no babies anywhere near this unit. I went back to later give her nighttime meds, and she looked at me and smiled, and then she said something that made my stomach drop. She whispered, "It was so fun." I felt my soul leave my body. I don't know what she meant, but I assumed that she was talking about the alleged crimes that cost her everything. Part of me wished that I had the heart to let her suffer the way that she did those babies, but then I heard a voice behind me, cold, low, not human. "She will suffer much more once I touch her." I turned around and there was no one there. I went downstairs to grab a snack and try to shake off the feeling, and that's when my phone rang from cardiac monitoring and her heart rate was 185. I got back up to the unit and my coworkers were already in there, and one of them was pushing Ativan because her body was twisting in unnatural ways. They assumed that she was seasoned, and suddenly the movement stopped. So did her heart. And that's when I saw it. A dark hand slowly creep over the headboard and reach down onto the bed and grab something that looked exactly like her. A faint scream echoed through the room, and then the hand disappeared. Time of death, a few minutes later. So I'm asking you now, what do you think she meant when she said it was so fun? And have your best spooky day.